Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us and being a part of the Nikki and Steven Live experience. Nikki and Steven Live, a place where Nikki and Steven can chat, hang, and connect with the amazing Sticker fam.
What up, mother cluckers? What are you doing with your life if you don't put pineapple on pizza? What?
Solo is the worst Star Wars movie ever created. Toss a coin to
I didn't mean actually.
Oh, Valley of
God, stop, dude. This is dumb. I'm leaving.
Join in on our movie nights.
I can't watch this. Fuck, wait for him to get in. Oh, God. No. No. That's a no from me. Oh, baby feet. No.
Boom.
Oh, fuck it. Can we all give Mr. John Wick a round of applause? A whole round.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
In the eye! In the eye! Ay, ay, ay!
Your favorite show's over? Be there for the rap party.
This is literally the most underrated television show I can personally say I have ever seen.
Word.
That was just such an epic moment that it was just, his speech was so good. Such a massive impact on the universe of Vikings.
There is nothing that you're gonna tell me that's like, he didn't survive, because no. La 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 la, I hear nothing.
If you thought this had a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
I cry every single time I see that scene again because it's so... I was shaking.
And of course, we are playing some games.
Yep, we're still in a bush, bitches. Oh my God.
I'm an aggressive accuser.
Really? You are. You're a dick.
Sorry guys, I had to bounce.
Oh my God.
Oh, you missed! Oh, you missed!
Ah, no! Intimidate? I don't know! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God! It worked! Okay, so I suck it, you blow it.
I got this fucking thing dangling from my gun now.
That's what he said!
Run! Run!
You're right! No!
What?
Bitch!
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my God! Oh my God! Fucking finally! Holy shit! Ah, shit! Oh my God! Dude, serpentine! Ah! I'm gonna pee my pants, I swear to God! Fuck this shit all day.
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday, or Monday, depending on where you are. 'Cause I'm sure it's Monday for a lot of people. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, what's up? It's probably gonna be mostly me today, just so you guys know. Watch the numbers just plummet. Indiana, thank you for the 21 months. Hell yeah, let's go. Raiden, thank you for the 7 months. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm sorry I haven't posted much past few weeks. Mom had pneumonia, but she's all better. But I have it, some more streams. Oh. Well, I'm glad your mom's okay. That's good news. What's up, what's up? We did play Dead by Daylight, yes. And I am here, hi. I saw a Skeleton Crew question. We're not gonna react to it. Nikki's off doing her thing. She's in the chat though. I watched like the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew. I haven't gone back to it. Just haven't gotten to it. The weather where we are, it's pretty cold for Southern California. Secret Agent, 46 months. Holy cow. Thank you. That is amazing. Should watch From. I've heard. Oh, speaking of, we can't tell you to go to the Discord to suggest things because it's down. We are, well, I'm not doing anything. North is revamping the suggestion channel. So, we're gonna make it a little bit more available for everybody to suggest stuff. More Ted Lasso. Next one will probably be. I think we're gonna pop out 2 a week now. Now that we got Squid Game out of the way, I think we're gonna jump on 2 episodes of Ted Lasso a week. And I think those are gonna probably land on like Wednesday, Friday. Possibly. I think that's the plan. Spam away, Paul. Spam away. If I look tired, I apologize. I am exhausted. You're not going to react. We don't react to any teasers or trailers for shows that we react to. So, no, nothing. Creature Commando? I don't even know what that is. Never even heard of it. We have not finished The Bear. We'll get back to Bear. We did not react to Andor. I watched it offline. I don't know if I don't think loving Ted Lasso is the right word. Because I think it's more than just love for that show so far. Lesser known 80s flicks. Lesser known is generally not a great label for reaction content. I did see in the comments for our reaction that Squid Game Season 3 is June. That is fantastic news. I think that's awesome that you don't have to wait 2 years like some of these. Leilani, it's okay. We're not going to be able to stop that. No Country for Old Men, yes. There will be blood. I don't believe so. We're not going to ever get into animated stuff on the channel now. It's just not our thing. I can't tell if the Breaking Bad content is a serious one. Yes. The whole playlist of Breaking Bad is on the channel. I watched the open to Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Yeah, it was solid. Well, it sounds like they had a plan for Squid Game, and Netflix made them like chop it in half or something. From, again, I don't know how I never fact checked any of the YouTube comments that I read, but it sounded like they just chopped it into 2 parts. Which I would assume means that it's not rushed. We took the kids to go see Wicked. So no reactions to that. Top 3 shows. Top 3 is tough, but I would like top 3 best shows would be Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, and Black Sails. Top 3 favorite shows would probably be Game of Thrones. Last Kingdom's got to be in there. That shit was awesome. And I mean, I'll put Breaking Bad in my favorite. Any good meals today? We went to Raising Cane's after softball today. That's all I've eaten today, right? That's all I've eaten. No, we did have I did have a breakfast burrito from Starbucks this morning. So, breakfast burrito for breakfast, Raising Cane's for lunch, and probably going to eat after stream. Black Sails is, from top to bottom, it's probably one of the best written shows I've ever seen, for sure. It gets overlooked because it was on Stars, and it was on Stars, I believe, during the peak of Game of Thrones, so I think it got overlooked a lot. It's incredible. Anybody who likes awesome action and great stories and amazing characters need to go check that out, for sure. Are we ever gonna get Sopranos? Probably not. I watched it in college. I probably don't remember most of it, but I remember most of the big stuff. So I'm not gonna go there as of now. The new Karate Kid Legends trailer. I watched it. It did nothing for me. I still haven't seen that Karate Kid movie. So Raising Cane's is amazing. This might be a hot take, but I think Raising Cane's is one of the most overrated places around. There are far better chicken places. That's just my thoughts. Any of the Doom games. I don't think I've played Doom. What do you think of Peaky Blinders? Incredible. But got to see the movie to include it in my rankings because it's not finished. Best movie of last year. I don't even know what came out last year. I'd have to look at a list because we watched stuff all weird, not in their actual release time, so it's hard. I did see a comment about movie night. Where did it go? Anyways, that's part of the reason why I wanted to jump on stream. Just to give you all an update of why things have been the way that they've been the last 2 weeks. Mostly because of softball. So our oldest kid plays 12U softball, and I'm her manager. And I am managing 2 teams. I'm managing our Gold Select team, and I'm managing her rec team. And all that stuff started the last 2 weeks. So, like, schedules have been absolutely insane. We had, like, meetings and interviews and stuff going throughout the week. And, like, this last Friday... Holy cow, we're getting a spammer in the chat. That's not a good idea. So, like, for example, this week I had the clinic for the league that all the coaches had to participate in, and that went to like 9:30 or 10 o'clock on Friday night, so obviously we couldn't do movie night then. And then our select season started this weekend, and we had Saturday morning 7:45 game, which means we had to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and we had to be at the fields, which were like 30 minutes away at 6:45. And then we had another game today at, I think, 11:30, so we had to be there at 10. So schedule's been nuts in terms of outside stuff. So that's why things have been the way that they've been. And I like to keep y'all informed as much as we can. Birthday 6 days away. Happy early birthday. I do most of the editing, yes. I do have someone doing... Nerd Chronic is currently editing our movie reactions. And things have just gotten backed up with Holiday and focusing on Squid Game. And like Netflix, when Netflix drops a show that we react to, it kind of creates a... What's the right word? A little bit of anxiety, I guess, of trying to like get it done so that we don't get spoiled. But then it's like I see other channels who binge, which we'll never do. We don't binge. And you're like, damn it, they're getting shit out so fast. I feel the need to like focus on that show and not rushing through it, because we'll never rush through reactions. But it's just one of those things where you're like, we got to get it out. I don't want to see any info. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want any of that shit to happen. So, Sons of Anarchy is probably in my top 5 of favorite. I loved that show. That shit was great. I don't know if Nikki's going to join. Royal Rumble? When is it? I heard a promotion for it today. It's coming up, right? Is it really already coming up? Leo, thank you very much for the super chat. When you watch a movie, do you usually find yourself resonating more with the villain or the hero? It depends. I think there's all types of heroes and all types of villains. I just try to, when we watch anything, I always just try to play along in terms of what the story is trying to tell us. For example, with like Yellowstone, the people who like we get a lot of like you give Jamie a hard time, you give Jamie a hard time, and it's like Jamie's written to not be liked. I think it's really obvious and very clear. So like that's an example. Yeah, Nikki's out there doing nails right now. She's doing her meditation thing. It's like her meditation time is doing her nails. I always try to like follow the story that's being told, what's being talked about. And it's just one of those things that if you pay attention to the writing, I feel like generally you could tell what the writer wants you. Obviously there's gray areas with a lot of stories and writing, but it's that's the way I always try to go. Mark Anthony, thank you for joining up. Early sticker, let's go. Do you guys need someone to help with your YouTube thumbnails? I have background in creating those. If you're interested, let me know. Thank you for the super chat. Nah, I think I'm good on thumbnails. I appreciate the offer though. We get a lot of emails about that stuff. We'll get back to the bear. I have an episode that needs to be edited, and I talked about this a couple times. We've gotten a couple comments about the bear, and the bear created a little bit of a log jam in our reactions. Because when we started, we just out of the blue just started the bear just cuz. Heard good things about it, wanted to jump on it, wanted to react to it. The episodes were short, so I thought we were able to pound it out, which we did. But then as we were watching, I had no idea there was plans for or when season 3 was coming. And then they dropped season 3, and a bunch of other stuff that we were gonna had plans doing also dropped, and the bear numbers weren't great, so it kind of just got put on the back burner until other stuff. We are close to 400,000. We're under 1,000 reactions away, or subscribers away. What are we at right now? I'll stay on stream until we hit 400. Just kidding. We're a ways away. We're like 800 and change. Thoughts on Bills beating Ravens? I'm happy for it. I think the Bills have a better chance to beat the Chiefs, which is what anyone matters. I think that's all that any of us care about. Do you finish? We're going to finish it, yes. We have 2 episodes left. We'll probably finish it this week. You know, live stream GTA 6. I would like to. And now that like the bulk of like the softball administrative shit is over, I think I could figure out what our streaming plans are going to be. And I think we're going to be able to add a game stream in there. Yeah, Notre Dame. My Notre Dame Fighting Irish play Monday night for the championship. I'm not confident that they're going to win. Ohio State's really freaking good, and I hate them so much. Yes, we've seen every Harry Potter movie like 500 times. Yeah. It's one of my favorite series. I really like those movies. I mean, if GTA ever comes out, yeah. Do you enjoy series about politics? I'm not really a politics guy, so not really. Haunted Hill House reaction is on the channel. Yep. Go search for it. It's there. I don't know if Ohio State's going to win easily. Notre Dame's defense is pretty fucking great. No to both Supernatural and Lost. Play some of the Star Wars games. I have played some of the Star Wars games. I haven't finished Jedi Survivor. Yes, we've seen Dexter. We have a reaction to the newest proper Dexter show. Because I don't know what that was, that other Dexter show that came out. That was weird. Bad lip reading? No, we don't do that. We haven't watched the Netflix Daredevil show, so we're probably not going to watch the Daredevil Disney Plus show. Favorite wrestler? mean, I do have a favorite wrestler. I got lots of favorite wrestlers. Seen Scary Movie. The new Dexter is pretty good. I thought it was crap. It looked like, I mean, obviously it had a lot of famous faces in it, but it felt like a cosplay. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh, it's Sand. Hey! I didn't even read the name. I just read the comment. What's up? That totally triggered my mind. Of course I have a favorite. And he was in the greatest match of WrestleMania history. It was amazing. I remember watching it as a kid. And I really thought he was... I don't want to like pull the curtain back or anything, but you know, keep the kayfabe going. I was so scared for him when I was little. That was horrifying. Dude, Seth Rollins is amazing. Yes. Yep. Savage versus Steamboat. One of the greatest matches of all time. Still holds up all these years later. It's amazing. We have the signed picture up there somewhere. Nikki's Halloween decorations is probably blocking it. I think it's up. I think it's up back here. Undertaker's amazing. We have not watched Landman. It sounds interesting. Do you miss watching Vikings in all caps? Why are you yelling at me, bro? Trailer reactions? Probably not. I don't feel like they move the needle enough for all the hassle that they cause. For me personally. Oh, we got it. If someone's posting spoilers, boot them out of here. Unless they're talking about something that we've already finished, then it's fine. You could talk about that stuff. They're not spoilers if we're caught up. We can't rely on to protect the chat. Have not seen The Wire, no. Vikings Valhalla is on the list for sure. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. I think it went away. What's your opinion on Uba? I mean, we named one of our cats after him, so I'd say we like him very much around here. We're the cutest couple. Oh, thank you, Haley. We appreciate that. What's the best Star Wars movie? The best one is Empire Strikes Back. That's not debatable. My favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi. Mine's is on the list. A new show coming after Yellowstone. Well, Ted Lasso's technically the new show, but we're gonna go into 1883 and then 1923. Is that the other one? Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker is not the worst Star Wars movie either. We're almost done with 1883, and then we'll probably jump right into 1923. We've seen 24, yeah. Reacher Season 3 is on the schedule, yep. You think Rise of Skywalker is the best? Well, it's definitely not the best. Has doing YouTube full time have positive or negative effect on your mental health? Probably better because I don't have to worry about that stupid job that I had. I mean, it's created other stresses, obviously, like watching the revenue number go down in our portal, considering we've had more views this last 2 months than we've had previous 2 months. It's weird. It's stupid, but it's YouTube. It's allowed me to like fully commit to my daughter's softball teams, which I think is just, it might be adding more stress to my life. Who knows? But it's allowed me to put more time into my family, which is important. We watched Wicked. We saw it. We took the kids to go see it. Favorite character from Squid Game? I mean, this season Thanos was a riot. They want me back. They're offering an extra 10 minutes for lunch. That'd be funny. Will you release your top 10 favorite shows of all time? I would love to do, so like a while back, I don't know, YouTube's just this. So it's a constant roller coaster. It's probably because of like Squid Game's content is a good guess. And we don't really censor ourselves, which maybe I should start censoring us a little bit. I think people would get upset if we censored our content, but I don't know. Definitely not going to watch Daredevil Born Again when it comes out because we haven't watched the original Daredevil. Michelle, 3 months. Let's go. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't care about any Marvel stuff right now. We can't, I mean, I wouldn't censor her, but I would mute our bad words potentially. But I don't want to do that, but yeah, I mean, life is too short to, and I mean, luckily I was in a position to do it because of this, obviously, but don't just go quitting your job and doing that kind of stuff. But I was in a position to pick my family over a corporate job that didn't give two shits about me. Even though I was there for 11 years. Wolf of Wall Street, yeah, I've seen it a shit ton. 400,000 to coming soon. Won't be tonight though. If you're here for some reason and not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, obviously. We're at 300. I have the live tracker up. I just pulled it up for funsies. The job was amazing. I got to watch sports for a living. I worked in sports for more years than I probably want to even say, but I worked in sports production for my whole life. It was great. Are you guys safe from the fires in SoCal? Yeah, we are. My parents had to evacuate for a little bit. They came here and then went back home the same night, luckily. The fires in California were probably the saddest, most devastating things that I've ever witnessed living here. So insane. I know people who lost everything. Any chance on Attack on Titan reactions? No chance. No chance in hell, as Vince McMahon would say. How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu and what got you into it? I've been doing jiu-jitsu we're in 2025 now, so this is entering my 17th year of doing jiu-jitsu. I started it because I needed to find something that would help my body more than just going to the gym by myself. And I was always into martial arts. I was a wrestler in high school. I knew all about jiu-jitsu from watching the UFC. Basically, since it started, I watched the very first UFC pay-per-view, so I knew who Royce Gracie was. And I was just always into grappling. So I started it. Came home from college after playing football in college, and I just needed to lose weight, get in shape. We'll probably consider most of Taylor's shows. Tulsa King is definitely on the list. Landman's on the list for show. Any chance you'll vlog? We actually recorded a vlog. I never got around to finding the time to edit the vlog. We went to a 311 concert, and round is a shape. That's a fact, yes. I'm not gonna share what college I went to. Mayors of Kingstown, no. Favorite UFC fight? I don't know. Robbie Lawler, Rory McDonald. We would never do like a traditional vlog because you'll never see our family. Like that'll forever be private. But I think it'd be fun to do like activities. I think that'd be fun. Sicario Part 2. It's on the channel. It's there. If you like that movie, you might not want to watch our reaction to it. When will you upload Yellowstone finale? The same day that it's been getting posted for the last 6 months. Tuesdays and Thursdays, Yellowstone goes live. And that'll continue with 1883. Workouts, activities, yeah. Well, definitely won't do workouts. That's also a private thing. And I hate people who record at the gyms. We did it for a while. That shit's just obnoxious. Snowfall? Not familiar with it. If you're in like a crowded public gym trying to record your workouts, I realized how kind of dumb that was as I watched Joey Swole videos. I really don't have a lot of interest in Daredevil. I never have, even when I was like watching or reading. I never really read, but I collected. When I was kind of into the comic books as a kid, Daredevil just never intrigued me, and I just really don't care that much about Daredevil. It's one of those weird things. Y'all hitting that like button? Keep it going. Most anticipated movie of 25? Honestly, I'm not even sure what's coming out in 25. I gotta look at a list. You need to do the other two Equalizer? What do you mean? We've reacted to every Equalizer movie that is out. I don't know how we're supposed to react to stuff that's coming. Fantastic Four, don't give two shits about it. I hope I get out of this MCU funk, but I'm in a major MCU and Star Wars funk right now. New Superman movie looks dope. I'm all about DC right now. I love the new Batman universe, and that Superman trailer looked pretty awesome. I really liked it. I dug it a lot. MCU is just, I don't. How the hell is how is Sam supposed to defeat a Red Hulk? How is that even humanly possible? Because he's a human. Is someone gonna like? Is that gonna be like the big reveal? Is someone gonna show up and help him? Yeah. We saw that Thanos was a real life rapper. Any potential villains you want to see in the Batman Part 2? No, I think anybody that they decide to bring into that universe is going to be amazing. Obviously, it's they have to be pretty selective because they got to keep it grounded. They can't have anything too fantastical. Is that a word? Is that the proper term? Fantastical. Like I don't see like a Mr. Freeze showing up and looking all like, they'd have to make it very, very grounded, which is why I love that so much. A suit, but his suit doesn't do much. It's not like he's Iron Man with a bunch of like tech. I don't see how Sam can beat a Hulk. That just seems crazy to me. I don't know. He's got a shield and wings. And he can fly. We've reacted to some... I think we've reacted to other Nolan movies. Reacted Titans? What's Titans? Honestly, you know what I wish the MCU would have done? I kind of wish after Endgame they would have just hit like a reset button. Instead of doing all this multiverse. Like, I know multiverse is part of the comics, and I get that it's... I don't think it's translated that well into live action with the way, at least the way they've done it. I kind of wish they would have just hit like, boom, reset, here's the X-Men, here's the Fantastic Four. Boom, let's tell a new story. I did not catch 311, UFC 311, no. That's multiverse made everything so lazy. That was always kind of my argument, is that the multiverse opens the door for lazy storytelling. There's money in cameos. You can still have cameos if you hit a reset. That doesn't mean you ignore like everything in the past. You could still do stuff. Nosferatu. I definitely want to react to that for sure. Is that available now? We'll probably do Gladiator 2, Nosferatu. We could probably I got to do a little bit of catching up on what movies have become available since the last 2 weeks we haven't done movie night. It's still in theaters, so no, probably not. I played like a couple hours of Arkham. I really enjoyed it. I think I've told this story before on stream, but when I was a kid, I was all about DC. I loved Superman. I loved Batman. And I never really got into the MCU. By the time I realized what was happening with the MCU, they had like 10 movies out. And I'm like, shit, there's no way I'm going to catch up to this. Like, I can't do it. Very hyped for Last of Us Season 2, for sure. And when Black Panther came out, I was working with a guy who was like super hardcore, like Marvel MCU comic book guy. And he basically broke it down. He gave me a list of stuff that's like, these movies are high priority, these are middle priority, these are watch them whenever you can. They're not important to catching up. Because I actually watched Black Panther before watching the rest of the MCU. I had no idea who the fuck Bucky was in that credit scene, but it was one of those things where I watched Black Panther and I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then went back and watched all the stuff to build up to Endgame. Bear reactions will come back, yes. I'm gonna get we'll get those going. I have a reaction that I need to edit. Thoughts on the Walking Dead universe right now? Oversaturated, went too long. I mean, it's still going. They never ended the main show because they did all the spin-offs with the main characters. I'm very disappointed in where The Walking Dead is. I thought these spin-offs were going to be like a singular, standalone, let's wrap up the story kind of thing. not multiple seasons of stuff. And yeah, Walking Dead, I mean, seasons like 1 through 4 are probably like as peak as you get, and then it started getting repetitive, and then they introduced Negan, which I loved. He's one of the best characters ever in anything that's ever been created. His character arc is incredible, and I love it. And those who stopped watching, I feel bad. And those who won't give Negan the credit he deserves, I also feel bad for, because they're missing out on a really good storyline. But I understand. I get why they hate Negan and people will never forgive him. I get it. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Let's go Bills. Shogun season 2? Hell yeah. Definitely watch that if and when that happens. What do I think's better, Sons of Anarchy or Walking Dead? Sons of Anarchy is better, just because of the way The Walking Dead ended. I mean, after watching that the Texans and the Chiefs game, I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat the Chiefs and the referees. It's gonna be really difficult. When's the final Yellowstone? The same day that I've been publishing them for the last however many months that we've been watching Yellowstone. Yellowstone has always been on a Tuesday, Thursday schedule. That's the schedule. It's not changing just because it's a finale. Joseph, thank you for the 19 months. Let's go. Appreciate you very much. Candy with the 33 months. Hell yeah. We're not going to watch Titans, no. My favorite UFC fighter is BJ Penn. We need more Ted Lasso. Why are you yelling at me, bro? You'll get 2 Ted Lasso reactions next week. Or this week. Probably Wednesday, Friday. Is Yellowstone as good as Sons? Yes, it is. Yellowstone is amazing. Jacob, thank you for joining up. Support sticker. For those that don't know, there's a link at the top of the chat. Wherever I'm pointing, I don't know. You get the same benefits as patrons if you're interested in that, full watch-alongs. When we get a movie poll put out, if you hit the right tier, you could vote on what movies. There's going to be a show poll, I think, soon. You'll get to vote on that too. Yeah, you get full watch-alongs. You get early access to the currently Yellowstone universe. Do you think it's going to be Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl? If it's a clean game, the Bills will win. Nikki's busy. She's not being shady. She's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. I make her work a lot. So. What book? I'm not much of a reader, so can't really answer that one. Gotta leave for work. See ya. Thanks for joining. Thank you, XD. Thank you. Thoughts on new Daredevil show? I watched the trailer. It looks cool. It looks dark. Looks violent. We'll see if Marvel actually keeps it that way, but we didn't watch the Netflix Daredevil, so we're not going to watch this one. Don't know anything about him. Not going to jump into a continuation, which is what it looks like, and I've heard that it is, so. And again, anything Marvel or did Star Wars related is just not that interesting right now for me. Very excited for Last of Us 2, yeah. Very curious to see how they handle the storyline. Is Daredevil lame? I never liked him when I was a kid. He never really appealed to me for some reason. I liked a bunch of different comic book characters more. Favorite Star Wars movie? Return of the Jedi. Captain America comes out next month. It's gonna take a lot for me to get back into the MCU. Maybe it's time to leave Star Wars? No. Breaks are okay. I always have the original trilogy. I always have the prequels. Shit, I'll even watch the sequel. I watched The Last Jedi recently, and just every time I watch it, I remember how stupid that movie is. I've heard good things about Skeleton. I watched the first 2 episodes of it. I want to watch it. I just haven't gone back into it. I really enjoyed the first 2. I liked the world building. I liked the characters. Very much that 80s Goonies feel to it. I really liked it. Sounded and looked really cool. I just haven't gotten back to it. I just haven't had the time to sit and watch it. Like the opening scene to The Last Jedi is such a disappointment. Jacob upgrading to reaction sticker, let's go. Making Hux look like an absolute doofus. It's like, those jokes weren't funny. The writing was really bad. And just, I hated making Hux look like a complete dumbass. I played like 20 hours of Red Dead 2 and then my computer wiped all my progress and I just haven't been able to go back to it. Not only just killing Akbar, but killing him off camera. Absolutely insane for a character to be treated like Akbar to be treated that way. I hated it. Pity no one watched Skeleton Crew. Like, why would they watch Skeleton Crew after watching The Acolyte? Would you recommend The Walking Dead? Hell yeah. Just because I personally think something didn't go well doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it. I absolutely think you should watch it. I'll never tell anyone to not watch something. Always get your own opinion. Are you going to watch season 3 of The Witcher? No, that's long gone. Yeah, I watched every episode of The Acolyte. I just thought it was a really bad piece of content. I thought the writing was really weak. I thought the visuals, how they had such a high budget, I don't know where that money went. The visuals just looked really bad. The twin storyline of them constantly flip-flopping back and forth to like different feelings of things got really confusing and hard to follow. 2 full episodes on the same flashback I thought was a massive waste of time. My favorite movie of all, I mean, I'll pick Return of the Jedi as my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, I thought a lot of the acting was pretty poor too. Yeah, we reacted to Terrifier like 3 weeks ago. Hopefully we'll get the reaction out soon. I played a bunch of Witcher 3 too, and then I'm not good at those open world games. And I hit a point in the game where I just couldn't fight anybody because I didn't level up enough. I would love to restart Witcher and play it again. How damaging was the Acolyte to Star Wars? I mean, I'm not a huge believer in any singular piece of content damaging such a massive brand, but I mean, they're definitely going to need to do something. And I was hoping the Skeleton Crew would get people back just because it literally doesn't touch anything as far as I know in terms of like the lore of Star Wars, but I don't know. They're gonna have to do something big to get all the fans back together on the same page. Yeah, I've heard about Dexter Resurrections. It sounds like a terrible idea, honestly. When might we see the edited episodes of 1883? Well, the math would suggest that episode 1 will drop on Thursday. Because we post all Yellowstone videos on Tuesday, Thursday. That's a good bet. I didn't watch any UFC this weekend, no. I was at the softball fields for a lot of time the last 2 days. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Time to hurt some feelings. Worst movie I've ever watched, legitimately, from beginning to end, is The Mist. And I'm sorry for saying it. I don't mean to hurt feelings. I just really didn't like that movie. It doesn't. Watching it for the first time now, it just doesn't hold up. It just does not hold up. I mean, The Room. I don't count The Room in any classification of movie opinions. That's just, I made a movie better in college than The Room. So I think Solo is the worst Star Wars movie. It's not the worst Star Wars piece of content anymore. I think Solo's a bad Star Wars movie, but I think it's a lot of fun. Like, I'll watch Solo and be like, that's fun. I just don't think it's a good Star Wars movie, if that makes any sense. Did I ever want to be an actor? Hell no. I never even wanted to be on camera. Because I went to film school, and I was a broadcast journalism major. And my whole plan was to be on camera. Like, if I couldn't play professional sports, I wanted to be on camera talking about sports. And as I took a few classes, I'm like, nah, I don't want to be on camera. Part of the problem is, like, if you're on camera doing sports, you got to read a teleprompter. I don't read well out loud. I don't know if there's other people like that who don't read well out loud. I do not read well out loud. And anytime you hand me something to read in front of people, no, I'm not good at that. So I started moving more towards, like, the production aspect of things, like editing, producing, camera work, being behind the camera stuff. And then we started doing YouTube, and now here I am in front of the camera. Commanders winning the Super Bowl? Hey, they seem like a team of destiny. I mean, they look damn good. Jaden Daniels is freaking incredible. So insane. I was a director-producer. That's what I did, yeah. So with my major in college, instead of taking a test like other majors, you have to turn in a project. Like a visual edited project. I talked basically the head of my department was my what's the word? What the hell's the word? I'm having one of those brain fart moments. Advisor, thank you. That's the word. My brain doesn't work well lately, especially when I'm tired. My advisor was the same guy who ran the department, so I was able to convince him I don't have to do a project, but the deal is I have to help everybody else with their project. So, like, if someone needed help filming something, I'd go help them film it. If somebody needed help writing a project, I'd help them go write it. If they needed someone to help, like, stage a shot or set it up or edit something or anything, I would go and help them And so basically I was just helping produce everyone else's senior project instead of having to do my own thing. And as long as I followed through, everyone who requested help, I passed, and that's all that mattered. So Avatar Way of the Water, nah. What is producing basically? Basically it's organizing, being the organizer of a film project or a TV project.
Hi, I'm just coming in for water. I'm still doing my nails. Bye.
You're essentially the one who is in charge of stuff. That it's like you talk with the camera guy, you talk with your host. If you have a host, you sit with your editor. You essentially deal with all that stuff. You edit for Real Rejects? That's cool. Text Greg right now and ask him if that's true. You're retired from the Army? Thank you for your service. Amazing. Good job. Definitely a lot of work. It is a lot of work, yeah. Don't you have to also put... like, there's 100 levels of producer, depending on the world that you're in. Hi, Mike. Nice try with the joke, buddy. Do you have any theories for the post-credit scene in Squid Game 2? Probably some kind of modified version of the game after Gi-yoon went in and told everyone how to beat the game, would be my guess. I never worked on movies. I was always working on TV shows and online digital stuff. I always did sports. I was always in sports production. So like if you watch the NFL on Fox pregame show, and you know how they have those interviews with like the players, with like Pam Oliver and a player, there's a producer in charge of that. So they basically organize, set it up, schedule it, go through like the questions with the host. You set up the shot with the camera guys, the cinematographer, set up the shot, and then you sit with the editor and basically line up what you want and how you want it to look. And that's why me doing every aspect of production helped me in my career, because I could talk to an editor about how to edit a segment. I could talk to a camera guy about setting up a camera shot. I could talk to a writer about how to write a certain scene in something, or how to write a script for a news read or that kind of thing. I was always able to kind of just, that was like the number one piece of advice that my dad gave me, was whatever business you're in, as much as you hate certain aspects of it, learn every single aspect on your way to the top. That way you could communicate and talk to every single person in that role, and you're not saying shit that... There's been so many times I've been in a room where a producer will say something to an editor, and they just look at him like, what do you, like, what? What do you mean? I can't do that. That's not how it works. Just because you spammed everything? No. Not gonna do it. Sorry. Do you edit all your videos? No, I don't edit all of them. Most of them, but not all of them. As a coach, I totally understand the impact you have. That's why I'm happy you guys reacted to Ted Lasso. Awesome. I'm a coach too. We got rocked this weekend. I was down on the... I'm still kind of disappointed and bummed out about what happened, but shit happens. It's all part of the game, as they say. Yeah, I'm still doing jiu-jitsu. Yep. Still training. Not as much as I want to, but still training. I would love it if my daughter played softball in college. That'd be amazing. Favorite commentator not named JR? You know, I actually saw him post about this recently, and I'm just gonna give him some credit. Corey Graves was excellent. Why'd you guys start Ted Lasso before finishing The Bear? Because we needed a new show to watch, and The Bear, again, I've talked about this a few times now. The Bear season 3 was never part of our plans when we started it. It was only a 2-season show, and the channel needed a boost, and it needed a little bump. It needed something new, something different. And sometimes certain shows, regardless of how great they are, just don't bring a lot of eyeballs to reaction videos. And I had to make an executive, difficult decision, and I did it. And that's the way it goes. We'll get back to The Bear. This is a business. You got to make some decisions sometimes that makes the most sense, and making that decision made the most sense. Do you guys shy away from shows that have a lot of seasons, episodes per season? Yeah. I mean, with the way we watch things, we can't. It's hard to commit to a 100-episode TV show. We'll be watching it forever. Do pre-1970 classic movies interest you as... Not really. I mean, I would never say no to that kind of thing, but not really. We've already finished season 2 of The Bear. We're on episode 3 of season 3. Law and Order? No. Did you struggle with the Vikings show? No, not at all. Season 2, yeah, that was a crazy ending. The way they left us with Squid Game. For sure. I think it's wonderful that you had the opportunity to take advantage of the interesting career shift to prioritize more time with the family. You will not get those moments again. Savor them. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. Thank you for the comment, Lisette. Appreciate it. I mean, we're not going to do anime anyways, so One Piece wouldn't even be considered. Those are the best, though. Wouldn't you like to do another great show like Sons of Anarchy by doing The Shield or The Wire? I mean, I'll never say no, but I also have to be realistic about what our schedule is. There's always something new coming out that we've reacted to that considered a legacy show that always has to be a priority. Coaching is dealing with different personalities. What's a situation you've had as a coach where you had to be like, what the fuck? Never really with the like. I'm coaching 12-year-old girls in softball right now. It's never been a situation where I've had that moment with the girls. It's the parents that generally will like make you want to run your head through a wall kind of thing. But generally, I'm so outgoing, and I learned really quick that it's impossible to please everybody. So I don't get a lot of those moments. Is your daughter on the team you coach? Yeah, both of them. I'm managing 2 teams right now, and she's on both of them, yes. Is there crying in softball? Yes. When you're dealing with 12-year-old girls, yes, there is crying in softball. I'm the manager, yes. I have assistant coaches. other parents. Had a girl crying today because we played probably one of the best teams in our district today. And one of these girls hit an absolute bomb. And it was like, I think it was probably around noon by the time this happened. So the ball literally, like the sun was here. The ball literally flew into the sun. And she was under it. She was ready to catch it. And she lost it in the sun, literally. And she got like really spooked by it. And I had to calm her down. So you can't tell 12-year-old, 13-year-old girls to stop crying. You'll probably won't last very long as a softball manager if you do that. Oh yeah, our pitcher got hit with a friggin' laser line drive right above the knee in her thigh. That shit was so scary. Yeah, the softballs are not soft. No, they're not. Especially the 12U balls. They're 12-inch balls, and they are solid. They are not the 6U and 8U balls are soft. It was not our team. No, I mean, we've only been together for 2 weeks. Some of these teams that we're playing, because we're playing in a thing called Select, which is the best players. It's essentially all-stars. It's the best players from your league playing on a team. And like, for example, the team that we played today, the team had been together for 5 years. Or not 5, 3 years. The same group playing together for 3 years. Our team had been together for 2 weeks. Our league does things a little differently. So it's tough. Do you talk about your YouTube channel to people IRL? Yeah. We tried not to. Because it gets a little uncomfortable when people are like, hey, I watched your video. Like, chill, dude. But people know what we're doing these days. I mean, one of my favorite coaches in our league he was actually hounding me today about when our next Ted Lasso reaction was coming out. So we get the, hey, where's your video in real life too? It's all part of the gig. It's fun. Were you on a sports team when you were a kid? Yeah, I played all the sports. I played football, baseball, basketball. I wrestled in high school. I played football in college. I did all the sports. Two weeks, not long time, but we build culture. It's process. Exactly. They just need to get time together. Yeah. Yeah, I played soccer. I did 3 years of soccer. Really old movies. If they're popular and people will watch the reaction to them, we'll consider old movies, yeah. But I don't have a ton of interest in super old movies. Would you suggest wrestling or jiu-jitsu? Jiu-jitsu. Well, I would suggest both. Both are incredible. I did 3 years of soccer. Prime Messi or prime me? Yeah, no. What position did you play for your 3 years? It was AYSO. There wasn't really a lot of positions, but I was really fast, so I was probably on offense. Whatever the hell you call that position in soccer. How tall are you? How tall are you? I'm like 5'10". I'm not that tall. Football is probably my favorite sport. I like MMA. I like baseball. The old Karate Kid series or the latest Karate Kid movie? What's the latest Karate Kid movie? If you talk about Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, that's one of my favorite trilogies of all time. Last Kingdom or Vikings? Last Kingdom. I did not watch UFC 300. Ohio State or Notre Dame? I'm a Notre Dame fan, so Notre Dame. I don't think they're going to win, but I have to say Notre Dame. On Discord, the option to see the list of movies in consideration is gone. Correct. We are updating the suggestions tool. We're going to have a new system for suggestions soon. We were close to the fires, but far enough to not be impacted. But yeah, appreciate everyone checking in on us. We appreciate all y'all very much. We've seen up. The thing about animated movies, we watch them with our children. We're not going to react to any of that stuff. Is your channel family friendly? No, we're not family friendly. I don't think any of the shows we react to are suitable for children. And we definitely cuss. I watched three episodes, one episode. I don't remember what the hell I watched. I watched a whole episode of Wednesday and was not interested. Fuck no, we're not family friendly. The thing about the air quality is it was really windy. So it was actually blowing all the wind out of the city. I mean, certain areas were obviously, it was impossible to avoid. But yeah, I saw the new Karate Kid movie. I have zero desire to see it. I don't know anything about that time. Are you gonna watch 1883? We're almost done with 1883. You live in Orange County. We're like an hour away from you. Hour and a half. Do you have any regrets on TV shows that you watched? Fear the Walking Dead. I wish I never watched that show. We've reacted to The Punisher. Both seasons of that Netflix show is on our channel. Have not seen Daredevil. Don't have a lot of interest in Daredevil. Probably not going to watch the new Daredevil show because we haven't seen the old one. Do you think filming reactions had effect on how much you enjoy a movie or show? No. It's actually heightened my viewing in terms of like, I watch more than just enjoying it as a show or movie. I mean, I went to film school, so I always had like the eye for quality and understanding if something's good or not. But I always would just watch stuff just to zone out. But now having the reaction channel, obviously I can't just sit there and be like, oh, that's cool. You gotta be a little more engaged in what you're watching. Which is why I kind of want to watch, oh shit, what's that show? Really great first season. Had multiple seasons afterwards that weren't as good. But every season is a different story. What show? I'm drawing a blank. Another brain fart. True Detective, there you go. I kind of want to go back and rewatch True Detective with this mind that I've been watching shows with for the last few years. Because Nikki and I actually watched most of True Detective Season 1. I really don't remember it because, again, I used to just like turn my brain off to watch stuff back then. That could be an interesting thing to do. Did someone say Little House on the Prairie? What? My all-time favorite pro wrestler. Obviously, it's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I give credit to CM Punk for bringing me back to pro wrestling. even though I think he's an absolute shitbag now. But his pipe bomb piqued my interest and made me come back and start watching pro wrestling again. I mean, I grew up with Hogan and Macho Man. Ricky the Dragon, obviously, for real. Like, I really loved watching him wrestle. Macho Man was great. He's just such a character. Yeah, that era was pretty wild. Why don't you react to SmackDown and Raw? That would be fun. I just don't have time for that. Karate Kid or Rocky? That's a push for sure. I don't know if I could pick between Karate Kid and Rocky. Anything that we might consider reacting to, we keep on hold and we don't watch. Anything else, we could watch it. I mean, I don't personally have a lot of time for watching anything. Like, I watched the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew, for example, and I haven't been able to get back to it. And those aren't even long episodes, but have you ever done a reaction without each other? One. Nikki reacted to 1 episode of The Walking Dead while I was sick. Hey Steve, love your Nikki's reaction videos. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Don't know what I enjoy more, your guys Cobra Kai or Ted Lasso. 2 great shows. 2 great shows. Got to be a great show for a great reaction, so thank you to the show writers for that. And the creators. I'm going to ask Nikki what she wants for dinner. I'm going to order it in a second. I think Nikki watched Dark. Nikki, did you watch Dark? Or did you watch a different show? No. Which one did you watch? I very much enjoyed the Superman trailer. Leilana, what show did Nikki watch with you? Hell yeah, I'm glad that Squid Game Season 3 is this year. I hate when shows take two... Oh, Kingdom. Nikki watched Kingdom, not Dark. I hate when shows take 2 years, 3 years to get their next season out. Do you think the Penguin show enhanced the new Batman universe and your expectations? Fuck yeah, it did. That show was amazing. And I already thought the Batman was awesome. I absolutely love... That's like my favorite universe right now. Are you ready for Reacher Season 3? I'm not yet ready for it, but I will be by the time it drops. Oh, Oz was totally a Tony Soprano type, for sure. What'd you think of Squid Game Season 2? I liked it more than Season 1. Yeah, exactly. Like, I thought it was. See, I said there was 3 years between, and someone in the comments yelled at me that it was 2 years. It was 3 years, right? We do not take suggestions during the live stream, but we'll have. Hopefully, we'll get our suggestion channel back up soon. Are you gonna react to some Apple TV shows? We're currently reacting to Ted Lasso, which is a Apple TV show. Worst person, Oz Cobb or Walter White? Yes. The answer is yes. Severance. It's on the list. Do I have the... Let me see if I have... So, I think... I'm going to get a poll up for patrons soon. Here it is. Because YouTube is limited, you can only post 4 items on a poll. On a poll. On a poll. We have not watched Fallout. I don't really have any interest in Fallout. So the poll is going to start on YouTube with like 10 shows. And then we'll narrow it down. Poll. And I have the shows right here. There's 11 on the list right now. Poll. Do you guys want to hear the list? Have y'all earned it? Have y'all earned the list? Think you've earned it? I'm kidding. Let's do a poll here. No. It's a perk, unfortunately. Hold on, let me order dinner first. Landman's a good show. You want to use your Twitch? I want to use my Twitch points too. All right, so here's the potential poll. This isn't the final poll because I might tweak it. What's for dinner? We're just gonna order some tacos and some burritos. Oh, if we hit 200 likes, good call, Paul. If we hit 200 likes, I'll list the potential poll. Season 2 of Beef. Is that a thing? Do you read the comments in your videos? When we're basically allowed to. I'm probably gonna order some just Del Taco tacos. Just quick and easy. Nikki, yeah, Nikki's not allowed to read the comments. I'm giving Shane vibes. I'm down with that. Oh, it's like Beef is gonna be an anthology. That's kind of fun. A different cast. Interesting. $184 likes. Keep going while I figure out dinner. We got some good taco spots, but this is the place that's open right now, and our city doesn't stay open that late, so Beef was excellent. An absolute had no idea what the show was. Expectations were really no expectations, and that story and those twists were awesome. How tall are you? I've been getting that question a lot. I'm only 5'10". I did not watch UFC 300. I haven't really sat and watched a UFC since the John Jones fight. What's up, Flint? Yeah, we're doing good. Oh, 5 more likes and I'll read it. UFC 300. No, not the band 311 was not at UFC event. The missus is doing her personal thing. UFC has to come original. I mean, yeah, they do. I mean, she's in the chat, so she's good. She's around. She's here. Oh, we lost a like. We were just at 199 and someone took their like away. Rude. I can't find the stuff I want to order. I'm distracted by the chat. Oh my goodness. This is so stupid. Anderson Silva or John Jones? John Jones. Oh, 206 likes. Cool. I'll read it as soon as I get this dinner ordered. Just remember, it's not a final. Oh, there you go. It's not a final list. Still might need to get tweaked a little bit. Gotta order the Del Forno sauce. Dude! What kind of maniac takes a like? Someone who's just teasing. Going back and forth. It's kind of funny. Is The Last Kingdom in your top 10 favorites? Yeah, 100%. All right, ordered. So here's the list. You, Succession, Mr. Robot, From, Hannibal, Spartacus, Barry, Money Heist, Tulsa King, Vikings, Valhalla, Alice, and Borderland. That's the potential starter list for patrons to vote down to probably 3 or 4 or 5. We're almost done with 1883. We'll probably finish it this week. Do you have an extra job besides YouTube? No, I quit my other job a few months ago now at this point. That went too fast. Kind of did that on purpose. We'll never put like a single season show in a main show. Severance is basically 2 seasons. Those shows, if we're interested in it, we'll just pick it and watch it. We try to pick a little bit longer shows for the main show. We never put short season or short episodes into polls like that. Is quitting your job for YouTube scary? Fuck yeah, it is. Paul would vote for a show that's not on the list. Tulsa Kings has 2 seasons. Did I put that on the list? Oh, that is on the list. Oh, I lied then, I guess. I'll pull that one off the list. I didn't realize that. My favorite actor? I get that question a lot, and I really don't have a good answer for it. I like a lot of actors. I generally like characters that they play. I don't know. I mean, Denzel's obviously up there. Like, Leo's awesome. De Niro, Pacino. There's so many. It's hard. I remember you had a BJJ channel. I did have a Jiu-jitsu channel, yes. But I took everything down from it. Yeah, I don't really have interest in Fallout. At least not right now. Unless I play the video game, I don't know if I want to watch a show about a video game. I just know what the comments will look like, and I don't really want to I don't want to open that door. Just one of those things. Oh yeah, we're absolutely going to watch Nosferatu at some point. We'll get back to movie night this week. Or next week. Well, it's Sunday, so next week. I don't have final thoughts on Skeleton Crew yet. I'm only on episode 3. But if you join the channel, link at the top of the chat, it's pinned up there. You join the choice tier, you could vote on what we watch. And when it comes time for the show vote, you'll get to vote on that too. So, Train to Busan was amazing. How much success did you have recovering lost data? Not a lot. The problem is time. Time is not an ally when it comes to the One Hub Patreon issue. Ozark's incredible. Show's amazing. I just don't have the time to build all that stuff back and get everything done that we do on our day-to-day. We didn't lose data. Our host site, for over 1,000 full watch-along reactions that we had on Patreon, disabled all our links. So, basically everything, like 3 years worth of content, just evaporated because y'all watch too much stuff apparently, and we were crashing their site apparently. So they deactivated the shit without any knowledge or heads up or anything. They're like, hey, by the way, we disabled your account. What's the worst movie you've ever watched on stream? Answered this earlier. It's The Mist. It was a website called One Hub. It was a video player uploading site that just, like, for a good amount, like for a good monthly fee, and yes, we were paying them to host our videos. It was the most at the time, it was the most affordable, easiest way to get stuff uploaded without any issue. And I mean, the problem with some of the older pieces of content, because obviously we're still learning, YouTube, a lot of people don't realize this, but it's not just the video that YouTube tracks, it's also the audio. And because of our old setup at the house where we were sitting on the couch, you could hear the show in the background. That gets flagged almost every time on YouTube, so it makes it really hard. That was the challenge that I ran into, and that's why I had to pull all like the Breaking Bad and all the Game of Thrones and a bunch of other stuff. They gave us a chance to back it up once I gave them shit about it, but it's not about backing it up. How come you guys never continued your VHS franchise reactions? Just wasn't that interested. We'll consider Landman at some point, I think. Backing it up wasn't the issue. We watch animated stuff with our kids, yeah. We watch all the good movies with the children, for sure. Like, we went and saw Moana. We saw Inside Out 2. I think that's really it recently. I mean, we went and saw Wicked. Obviously, that's not an animated movie, but we went and saw Wicked. Do you watch Naruto? No, I don't watch any anime. Once our dinner arrives, I'm gonna sign off. No, I don't. X-Men 97's no. Did Gyun's plan frustrate you? It didn't frustrate me. I just thought it was a terrible plan. I thought it was stupid. I've gotten close to shedding some tears on stream. It takes a lot to make me cry. Is Invincible animated? There's no exceptions. Never Back Down? I'm pretty sure I've seen most of those. My top 3 comic books as a kid. Shit. I don't know. That's a tough. I still have like 4 boxes full at my house, at my parents' house. Invincible is an incredible show. I'm sure it is. I'm glad you like it. Not my thing. I'm not really interested in anything Marvel right now. So my excitement for Captain America 4 is this big. Miyagi will get me, yeah. Miyagi will get me for sure. I try not to use the cartoon description for those shows. People who like those animated shows get upset with that. I have like a 40-inch monitor right here. I think it's 40-inch. I like how unapologetic you are about things you're not interested in watching. There's no reason to beat around the bush and give people false hope. Yes, Wraith, you can upload directly into Patreon, but it's limited. If you want to join on YouTube, there's a link at the top of the chat, or Patreon. If you just ! There it is. There's a link to Patreon. Patreon is better for creators than YouTube. They take less away. But whatever's more convenient for you. Have I checked the P.O. Box yet? Should we have checked the P.O. Box? I think Nikki went the other day. Uh-oh, why'd Nikki post the rip? What happened? So if it were live action, you'd try it? consider it more than anything animated. Yeah. I don't connect to animated characters. Oh, I gotcha. It's just not, they don't, there's like certain stories that'll resonate with me, I'm sure. But like when people, like the comparison that we always get is Invincible's just like The Boys. Except it's not just like The Boys because it's animated. I'm not going to have a reaction to watching an animated character's head explode. Like that it just doesn't, like I don't resonate with animated character. Like it's just, I watch The Simpsons, I watch South Park, I watch dumb shit. Stupid stuff that's animated, or stuff with my children. I'll watch Disney and Pixar and that kind of stuff with my kids. But yeah, I know it's hard to understand if you're like super into animated content, but it's just a preference, you know? Yeah, it's CGI when it's done well on a live action character still looks fucking cool. And it's still really crazy looking. And like, again, like if you got to ask that question, then it's hard for me to explain it. If you got to make that, if that's the point that you're trying to make, then we're not gonna connect on that. There's nothing I'm going to say to you that's going to be like, oh, I get it. Jeremy, top 5 quality, top 5 favorite. Which one do you want? Favorite?
I'm still doing the other hand, but I finished with one hand. So I will show the chat the one hand. Oh, my hands look terrible. But they're little hearts, little gold hearts. Oh, my hands. They're so ripped up from today. They're so dry and cracked. Okay, bye.
Bye. Top 5 favorite shows. Gotta put myself back in focus. Game of Thrones. Sons of Anarchy. Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad. Last Kingdom. Tacos are on the way, yes. I think Better Call Saul is a better show than Breaking Bad, yes. I am on record saying that. Are Joe Rogan and Dana White the same person? No, they are not. I have seen them many times in the same room. Game of Thrones is on our channel, yes. It's hard, like, someone mentioned, Paul mentioned, where is it? Black Sails. Black Sails is easily in my top 3 of best shows I've ever seen. But I don't know if it's in my favorite. It's in my top 10 favorite. I don't know if it's in my top 5 favorite. Joe Rogan is short, yeah. He's like 5'8", 5'9". Did the finale ruin Game of Thrones for you? No. I didn't agree with a lot of the story that happened, but it didn't ruin anything. That show, the worst episode of Game of Thrones is still better than 99% of the TV shows out there, in my opinion. Is Squid Game in your top 10? Nothing that is unfinished gets in my ranking. Joe Rogan is a thick boy, yeah. We have done The Expanse, yes. Love that show. Great show. I was born in New Jersey, but lived in California most of my life, yeah. Nikki is born and raised. I have met Joe Rogan, yes. I used to work for the UFC. When's the Terrifier 3 reaction coming? When it's done being edited. Justified's is on the consideration list. Thank you, Boston Miles. Appreciate it. Alice in Borderland will be on the next poll. Is it hard growing a reaction gaming channel? Yes. Growing any channel is hard. And dinner is about to arrive. On that note, I'm going to say goodnight. And see you guys later. I don't watch hockey now. Hockey is the best sport to watch in person, but I don't follow it. Top 5 favorite movies? I can't answer that question. That's too hard. Always leaving us for food. I know. Is commitment to YouTube key? Yes. Gotta be committed, gotta be consistent. Hopefully we'll get another stream in this week to kind of set the tone for the schedule moving forward. I skipped you. What did I skip? Big T, what'd you say? Oh, I'm trying to not talk too much about Squid Game just in case people aren't caught up yet. My bad. Hopefully I can figure out the streaming schedule now that all like the softball basically administrative shit is done for the most part. And my days and nights will be more set and organized. And movie night will definitely be back. Well, I can't ever say definitely, but the plan is to have movie back this Friday. Hopefully we'll get a couple. We need to get Inception posted. We got to get Terrifier 3 posted. And hopefully we should be having a Factor sponsorship this week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Love Factor. Factor's delicious. So good. We used to order it all the time. So yeah, just keep your eyes open for all that stuff. The next reaction will be the Yellowstone finale on Tuesday. And then we'll get through season 1 of Ted Lasso this week. And then we should be finishing 1883 this week as well over on Patreon for members here as well. Those full watch-alongs are coming to an end. And then episode 1 of 1883 should be on the channel, will be on the channel on Thursday. So that's kind of the plan for the week. Hope y'all are good. The reason why movie nights have not happened, for those that missed the beginning, I'm a softball manager for my 12-year-old daughter's softball teams, 2 of them. And so schedule's been pretty crazy the last couple weeks. So that's been the deal. That kind of stuff always has to come first. My daughter and my family commitment stuff always kind of trumps that kind of thing. So just kind of the way it goes. But that's the reason things have been the way that they've been. So keep your eyes open for all that stuff. And thank you all for joining and hanging out with me and asking all the questions. Love interacting with y'all. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.